Alright guys, so here is the piece I ordered. It was the one with the cruise control, and as you can see, it replaces this harness here, and that harness goes down to the cruise control stick there. It also has this ground for the airbag. So with your new audio controls, you've got the cruise control in white, you've got the ground for the airbag, and you've got the audio control cable going to the back here. So we're going to pull this other one out, this one here. We're going to replace it completely. We're going to disconnect it from the cruise control down here, and we're going to plug the white one from this in there. In order to remove that, you just have to push down with your thumb on this clip underneath. You can see it comes right out, feeds behind here in this clip, and then that also has a clip that you can see right there. You've got to press that down and slide it out. Doing this with one hand, so it's a little bit tricky. There you go. A little screwdriver helped out. Let me make sure I got that. I'm gonna move these airbag lines out. Alright, so you guys can see that. Just bring this in, press down, and out. Just like that. Alright, so now we've got this little guy. We're not going to be using him. Again, you have to order the one with cruise control, or else you won't get this white piece that controls the cruise control. Cruise control first. White one. I'm just going to bring it down and slide it in. Alright, we're going to route that wire where the factory wire went in the retaining clip. We're going to bring this one up. Remember, this clip down here was at the bottom, so we want to do it the same way. Plug it in. Now we've got our audio controls wired in. We've got our ground here, and we've got our two lines for the airbag there. Now this piece is going to snap in here, just like this. You can see that there is a screw that you have to get to put in there, but there's a pretty big retaining clip as well. Line that up, and just like that. Hole in the center to that peg. These clips are pretty strong that are on the side, so I can feel once this goes in, this is not coming back out very easily. I think you'd have to take this off or get back in there with a pry tool to do that. So I'm just going to kind of set it here for now because I don't have it in place where I want it, but that's the basic look of it right there. I just pushed in a little more. Alright, so you can see that they're pushed in now. I went ahead and reconnected the battery and started the vehicle. You can see the mode is switching the radio. You can do the seat. Alright, so it's dark already, but what we're going to do is, you can see here, this has all been cut back now to allow this groove right here to go in against that. So what we're going to do now is reattach everything. So this black one comes in here. Make sure this little lever's up. Line it up. Snap it in and press that down. That locks it into place. Same thing on this side. Locks it into place. And this right here I was thinking was the airbag, but it's not. It's actually the horn. So when it makes contact right here, metal to metal, that sets the horn off. So you want to slide that back in, just like we had before. The little lever. You'll hear it click in and it's locked. Now what we want to do is bring this back pull this out of the way, and then slide this into place. You've got the little clip down here, and then that sets in just like that. So now what we want to do is get the bolts here, and later on what we'll do is we'll come in here with a silver Sharpie or something, and we'll color that. In fact, I might do that right now, just because it's going to be down in that groove, and it sets up just enough to let the horn still work. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just going to take the Sharpie and just go along this edge here, just to bring some silver back into it. Alright, there we go. Now I'll flip this over, make sure the wiring is where we want it, and fit this back into place. There we go. So now it's just a matter of putting the bolts back in. If you want to touch up a little bit along your edge, just do that. This is a Milwaukee brand silver Sharpie I purchased at the Home Depot, and as you can see, it's a pretty good match. If you wanted to round this edge, you could. This is rounded. This is rounded here. This is a little sharper edge here, but you could sand that round. I'm not going to. If I want to later on, I can. But for me, this is just fine. I like the sharp edge. So now we're just going to put these bolts back in. Alright, so there's the screws back in. Little side plates back on. Everything's good. Airbag light is not on anymore. So that means the airbag's working again. There it is. See from the side, from in here, horn's working, radio's working. I gotta reprogram everything because everything's gone. There it is. Here I wanted to show you guys what the audio controls look like with the backlight. They do show up at night. If you haven't caught the other two videos, the disassembly, the cutting, and of course this reassembly, please check those out. They'll be linked in the description below. Thanks.